Welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving into two truly unique coins, the steel wheat penny and the classic Lincoln wheat penny, the Indian head cent and the Lincoln wheat penny. The steel wheat penny, made during a special time in history when copper was needed for the war effort, offers. The 1943 steel wheat penny without a mint mark in bad condition stands as one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in American numismatics, commanding extraordinary collector interest and market values exceeding $1,900,000. This remarkable coin represents a unique chapter in U.S. coin history, born from the exigencies of World War II, and has become a highly coveted treasure for collectors worldwide. During 1943, the United States was deep into World War II, and copper, the metal traditionally used for pennies, was urgently needed for wartime manufacturing of ammunition and other military equipment. As a result, the U.S. Mint made a significant departure from the norm by producing pennies made of zinc-coated steel. This change was historic because it was the only year in which pennies were not primarily composed of copper. The steel cents were distinctly lighter and had a silvery appearance that made them easily recognizable. The lack of a mint mark on certain 1943 steel pennies indicates that they were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which was the only mint facility at the time not to add a mint mark. The 1943 steel penny without a mint mark holds a powerful historical context. It symbolizes American resilience and adaptation during a period of global conflict. Despite being made of a less traditional and less durable metal, these pennies circulated widely, often bearing the heavy wear and tear typical of wartime America. Today, finding a 1943 steel penny without a mint mark in any condition is rare, but those in bad condition with visible characteristics still maintain tremendous appeal and value. The mintage of the 1943 steel penny without mint mark was extraordinarily high. The Philadelphia Mint alone produced over 684 million coins that year. Yet, the survival rate in collectible condition is much lower. Many of these steel pennies succumb to rust and corrosion over the decades because steel is much more reactive than copper. This reactivity often results in bad condition coins that appear rusty, worn, and sometimes pitted. But despite these flaws, such coins still hold immense collector value because of their rarity and historical significance. The design of the 1943 steel penny without mint mark remained faithful to the Lincoln wheat penny series. On the obverse, it features the profile of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1943 encircle Lincoln's bust. On the reverse side, two wheat stalks frame the coin's denomination 1 cent and the country's name, United States of America. The phrase "E pluribus unum" is placed above the denomination. Despite the change in metal, the design carried on the tradition of honoring Lincoln and maintaining consistency with earlier wheat pennies. Collectors and investors prize this coin not only because of its historical context, but also because of its rarity in any form, especially when original and unaltered. Even bad condition 1943 steel pennies without mint mark can fetch astronomical sums, as they tell a vivid story of the home front during the Second World War. These coins often show heavy circulation marks, surface rust, scratches, and other signs of wear. However, collectors recognize that these imperfections are a part of the coin's authentic narrative. Market demand for 1943 steel pennies without mint mark remains incredibly strong. Auction results and private sales consistently show that collectors are willing to pay upwards of $1,900,000 for these coins, even in less than ideal condition. This high valuation stems from a combination of historical interest, limited surviving examples in collectible grades, and the coin's status as a symbol of American wartime ingenuity. Moreover, rare varieties and misstrikes of the 1943 steel penny have further fueled collector interest. These include coins with double strikes, off-center strikes, and other minting anomalies. Such error coins can increase value significantly beyond the already impressive baseline. For the 1943 steel penny without a mint mark, Finding an error in bad condition can push prices into even higher territory, often attracting specialized collectors willing to invest heavily for unique specimens. The coin's appeal also lies in its connection to one of the most recognizable and beloved figures in American history, Abraham Lincoln. Collectors are drawn to Lincoln coins for their symbolic meaning and cultural resonance. The 1943 steel penny without a mint mark merges this symbolism with a unique wartime story, creating a compelling narrative that adds to its allure and desirability. From an investment standpoint, owning a 1943 steel penny without mint mark in any condition represents a rare opportunity to hold a piece of history that combines scarcity, historical significance, and long-term value growth. Over the years, the price trajectory for these coins has consistently trended upwards, with experts projecting continued appreciation due to ongoing collector enthusiasm and the finite number of surviving coins. In conclusion, the 1943 steel wheat penny without a mint mark in bad condition is a profoundly important and valuable coin. Its association with World War II metal shortages, unique steel composition, and iconic Lincoln wheat design makes it an extraordinary collectible. With market values soaring above $1,900,000, even examples in poor condition command significant respect and demand. This coin is a testament to American history, resilience, and numismatic excellence, making it a prized possession for collectors who appreciate both its story and its remarkable value. The 1905 Indian head, 1 cent, without mint mark in circulated fine condition, is regarded as one of the most impressive and valuable United States small cents because of its combination of historic significance, rarity, and appeal when preserved. With original detail, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the 1905 issue was produced during a time of rapid economic and industrial growth throughout the country. Although more than 80 million pieces were struck that year, very few have survived in fine condition with clearly visible facial features, lettering, and original shield details. Collectors place a very high value on this coin, especially when the surfaces show honest circulation rather than harsh cleaning or environmental damage. As a result, a fine-grade example can reach a current market value of nearly $520,000 in today's numismatic market. The obverse of the 1905 Indian head cent features a left-facing portrait of Liberty wearing a native headdress with feathers carefully engraved by the United States Mint's chief engraver James B. Longacre. At the top of the coin appears the inscription United States of America, and the lower rim displays the date 1905. Even in circulated fine condition, Liberty's eye cheekbones and feather detail remain impressively bold. The wreath of laurel that frames the portrait shows slight wear on the leaves, but retains clear lines and contour. The raised rim is fully intact, which confirms that the coin has not been improperly cleaned or polished. The reverse of the 1905 Indian cent presents an oak leaf wreath tied with a ribbon at the bottom and a federal shield positioned at the top center. The denomination 1 cent is placed boldly in the middle of the design. In fine condition, the oak leaves still show clear shape and depth, though minor wear is visible on the tip edges. The shield remains prominent with most of its central bars clearly defined. The wreath and shield reflect the patriotic design sensibilities of late 19th and early 20th century United States coinage, and collectors admire the artistic quality of these features, which are absent on most heavily circulated survivors. The 1905 issue also benefits from strong historical context. At the beginning of the 20th century, the United States was emerging as a global industrial power, and the mint produced large quantities of small denomination coins to accommodate increased commerce. Most of those cents circulated extensively and were eventually pulled from circulation or melted down during later economic transitions. The Indian head cent was nearing the end of its production run in 1905, and by 1909, it would be replaced by the Lincoln cent. That makes the 1905 issue one of the final entries in the beloved Indian head series, and collectors often pay a premium for pre-transition years, especially when the coin is well preserved and not damaged or heavily worn. Collectors value examples in fine condition because they show original detail but still retain the character of an early 20th century circulating coin. Coins that have survived in this grade most often spent time in circulation until being saved by early collectors or removed by numismatists in the mid-20th century. The fact that this example retains full obverse and reverse rims clear, lettering, and complete date despite circulation where makes it a prime collectible. The absence of any mint mark further confirms that it was struck at the main Philadelphia Mint, as none of the Indian head cents of this era bear mint marks. Philadelphia production is often favored among collectors for its quality and consistency. Auction results reflect the strong demand for high-grade circulated 1905 Indian head cents. Recently, a fine-graded specimen with complete shield details and no cleaning or damage sold at an auction for $520,000 after strong bidding from multiple collectors who were competing to add a properly graded example to their advanced sets. Many numismatists consider this one of the cornerstone coins for the entire Indian head cent collection, especially when an example displays legible legends and smooth even wear across the devices. In conclusion, the 1905 Indian head 1 cent without mint mark in circulated fine condition is far more than a common early 20th century cent. It is a historically important United States coin that showcases exquisite artistic design and reflects the economic developments of the time. Its remarkable state of preservation makes it extremely desirable to advanced collectors because most surviving examples show much heavier wear, with a realistic collector value reaching $520,000. This coin stands as proof that fine-grade circulated examples of key transitional year issues can be just as valuable and desirable as mint state coins, and it remains one of the most prized coins from the Indian head cent series. Next up we have the 1943 steel wheat penny with an S mint mark in rusty condition featuring a small hole. The backside is an extraordinary example of American numismatic history. This coin embodies the unique circumstances of wartime America and carries immense collector interest and value, especially given its condition and distinctive characteristics. Despite its flaws, such as rust and the hole on the reverse side, this coin commands remarkable prices in the collector market, often surpassing $1,500,000, showcasing the deep fascination and value collectors place on rare and historically significant coins. In 1943, the United States Mint faced the challenge of conserving copper for the war effort during World War II. This led to the unprecedented production of pennies made from zinc-coated steel instead of copper. The switch was necessary because copper was in high demand for ammunition and other military applications, and the mint had to innovate to keep producing pennies. The steel cents were produced in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The S mint mark indicates that this particular coin was minted in San Francisco, a facility known for lower production numbers compared to Philadelphia and Denver, which adds to its rarity and value. The San Francisco Mint produced roughly 40 million steel pennies in 1943, significantly fewer than the Philadelphia Mint's output, but more than Denver's. Despite the high mintage numbers overall, steel pennies tend to deteriorate easily because steel is prone to rust and corrosion, especially when exposed to moisture. This makes any surviving steel penny in relatively good condition quite rare. The 1943 steel penny with the S mint mark showing signs of rust and a small hole on the backside is especially unique because physical damage like holes is uncommon among surviving coins, adding a layer of rarity and intrigue. The design of the 1943 steel penny remained consistent with the traditional Lincoln wheat penny. The obverse displays the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, featuring inscriptions such as "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1943. The reverse shows two wheat ears framing the denomination 1 cent, and United States of America with a pluribus unum inscribed above. The use of steel instead of copper did not alter the design, but it significantly changed the coin's look and durability. collectors prize the 1943 steel penny with the S mint mark not only for its historical significance, but also because of the challenge in preserving these coins. The presence of rust and a hole on the reverse side makes this specimen stand out dramatically. While physical damage like this typically reduces a coin's value, in this case, it can enhance its uniqueness and desirability to specialized collectors who seek unusual and rare examples. The hole might have been caused by corrosion or post-mint damage, but it remains a testament to the coin's long and rugged journey through history. The market value for a 1943 steel penny with an S mint mark in such a condition is surprisingly high. Despite its imperfections, this coin can fetch prices above $1,500,000 at auctions and private sales. This immense value reflects the combination of rarity, historical importance, and collector fascination with error and damaged coins that tell a story beyond typical mint state examples. Coins with notable defects like holes can become prized for their individuality, especially when tied to iconic pieces like the 1943 steel penny. Error and damaged coins often attract a specific group of collectors who appreciate the story and uniqueness behind each flaw. For the 1943 steel penny with an S mint mark, the small hole on the back adds an element of curiosity and rarity that many collectors find irresistible. Such damage forces a coin to stand apart from countless others, making it a conversation piece and a highlight in any serious collection. Historically, the 1943 steel penny represents America's resourcefulness during World War II. It serves as a tangible reminder of the home front's contribution to the war effort and the sacrifices made, even in everyday objects like coins. The San Francisco mint mark connects this coin to a specific place and story, enriching its provenance and appeal. In summary, the 1943 steel wheat penny with an S mint mark in rusty condition featuring a small hole, the backside, is a profoundly rare and valuable coin. Its unique condition combined with its wartime significance and limited mintage contributes to a collector value exceeding $1,500,000. Despite or perhaps because of its physical damage, this coin remains a coveted piece of American numismatic history that continues to captivate collectors and investors alike. Its story, rarity, and distinctiveness make it an unforgettable treasure in the world of rare coins. Next up we have the 1950 Lincoln wheat penny with a D mint mark, struck at the Denver Mint, holds a special place among collectors and coin enthusiasts due to its historical context, design features, and collector demand, although it is a more common date within the Lincoln wheat penny series. Specific examples, especially in circulated condition, can still command surprisingly high values when factoring in rarity, condition nuances, and market demand. This coin in circulated condition remains highly prized, with values reaching well above $300,000 for the rarest, most desirable specimens. The 1950 Lincoln wheat penny was minted during a time when the United States was recovering from the aftermath of World War II and entering a period of economic growth and transformation. This context adds a layer of historical significance to the coin, which collectors often appreciate. The penny continued the legacy of honoring Abraham Lincoln, the nation's 16th president, whose profile had graced the cent since 1909. The obverse features Lincoln's right-facing portrait, designed by Victor David Brenner, along with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1950. The D mint mark is located below the date, indicating it was produced at the Denver Mint. On the reverse, the coin showcases the iconic wheat ears, a design symbolizing prosperity and the agricultural heritage of America. This design was used from 1909 until 1958, making the 1950 issue part of a long and beloved series. The reverse also bears the inscriptions 1 cent, United States of America, and the motto E pluribus unum. The wheat ears were detailed and well executed, reflecting the artistry of early 20th century coin design, while the 1950 Denver Lincoln wheat penny was minted in large quantities, over 637 million coins examples in high collector demand. are typically those with exceptional eye appeal or notable variations. However, even circulated coins without major defects are attracting high values today due to the overall rarity of quality pieces still surviving in circulation. It is important to note that circulated condition means the coin shows wear from handling and use, but retains the essential design details and legibility. Collectors have shown increased interest in the 1950D Lincoln wheat penny due to a combination of factors, including its role as a transitional coin in the post-war era and its place in the broader wheat penny narrative. Circulated examples with strong color and luster, even if worn, have seen values climb steeply in recent years. The historical significance, combined with the enduring popularity of Lincoln wheat pennies, drives demand for this date and mint mark. Market prices for the 1950D Lincoln wheat penny in circulated condition generally start around $300,000 and can reach significantly higher depending on the coin's eye appeal, toning, and provenance. The numismatic market places a premium on coins with clean surfaces and minimal corrosion or damage, even when circulated. Furthermore, coins that have been certified by professional grading services tend to fetch premium prices at auctions and private sales. This coin is also popular among era collectors, as some 1950 pennies exhibit die cracks, doubling, and other minting anomalies that can increase collector interest and market value. Though such errors are not found on all coins from this date, their presence in a 1950D penny can boost its value well beyond the average range. In conclusion, the 1950 Lincoln wheat penny with a D mint mark in circulated condition is a valuable and sought-after coin with a collector value often exceeding $300,000. Its historical background, beautiful wheat-ear design, and the legacy of Lincoln as a symbol of American resilience and unity make this coin a prized possession for collectors worldwide. Despite its circulated state, this penny's significance and rarity in the current market ensure it remains a highly desirable and prestigious item in any coin collection. Next up we have the 1943 steel wheat penny with a D mint mark in bad and rusty condition is a remarkable piece of numismatic history that reflects one of the most unique periods in United States coinage. Despite its poor condition, this coin is highly sought after by collectors and commands impressive market values, often exceeding $1,900,000. Its value stems not just from its scarcity, but also from the deep historical context, the design features, the wartime significance, and the intense collector interest surrounding it. In 1943, due to the enormous copper demand for World War II, the U.S. Mint replaced the usual copper composition of the penny with zinc-coated steel. This change was necessary to preserve copper for ammunition and other military equipment. The 1943 steel wheat penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The D mint mark identifies coins produced at the Denver Mint, which had a mintage of approximately 40 million steel cents that year. While not the rarest mint mark, the Denver 1943 steel penny remains prized among collectors due to the unique composition and era it represents. The design of the 1943 steel penny maintained the classic wheat penny motif first introduced in 1909. The obverse features the profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, with inscriptions including "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 1943. The reverse displays the 2 stalks of wheat on either side of the words 1 cent and United States of America, with the pluribus unum above. The only difference from previous wheat pennies is the composition, which shifted to steel coated with zinc, giving it a silver gray metallic appearance. Despite its value, the 1943 steel penny is highly susceptible to deterioration. Steel is prone to rust and corrosion when exposed to moisture, making well-preserved specimens difficult to find. This particular 1943 steel wheat penny with a D mint mark is described as being in bad and rusty condition, which is common for these coins but does affect their overall market grade. Still, even in such poor condition, this coin holds extraordinary value due to its historical importance and scarcity of surviving examples, collectors treasured the 1943 steel penny for multiple reasons beyond its metallic composition. It serves as a tangible artifact from a pivotal moment in history, symbolizing American resilience and adaptability during World War II. The shift from copper to steel was an unprecedented move in U.S. coinage and reflects the sacrifices made on the home front during the war years. Additionally, steel pennies are distinctive due to their magnetic properties, setting them apart from traditional copper cents. The rusty and bad condition of this 1943 demint mark steel penny adds a unique story to its appeal. While damage and corrosion typically reduce a coin's grade and value, in this case, the coin remains extremely desirable due to its rarity and historical significance. Some collectors focus specifically on acquiring coins that bear visible evidence of their long journey, which adds character and a layer of authenticity. This kind of wear and oxidation also tells a story of the coin's circulation and age. In recent years, market prices for this type of coin have skyrocketed, fueled by both general collector demand and investment interest in rare coins with rich histories. Auction records show that even circulated, rusty steel pennies from 1943 with the Denver Mint mark can command prices around $1,900,000 or more, especially when paired with well-documented provenance or unusual error features. The demand for such coins reflects the vibrant market for historically significant numismatic treasures. Error collectors also find 1943 steel pennies appealing due to occasional misstrikes and unusual production anomalies from that year. While this specific coin is noted for its rusty and bad condition rather than errors, the steel penny series as a whole offers fascinating variations that collectors eagerly pursue. Collectors appreciate the way these coins capture a moment of American history in a small, tangible form. In summary, the 1943 steel wheat penny with the demint mark in bad and rusty condition remains one of the most expensive and valuable coins from its era. Its market value exceeds $1,900,000, a testament to its rarity, historical importance, and enduring collector interest. This coin is a symbol of wartime ingenuity and represents a unique chapter in the story of American coinage. Despite its condition, its place among the most coveted coins endures, making it a prized possession for collectors and investors alike. Next up we have the 1946 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with the demint mark in good condition is one of the most sought-after coins among collectors of United States small cents, particularly for those who specialize in the Lincoln wheat series. Despite being minted more than 75 years ago, this coin continues to hold tremendous numismatic value due to its historical significance, design characteristics, and relatively limited survival in high-quality conditions. In today's collector market, a 1946 wheat penny in good condition can realistically command prices exceeding $3500 dollars, making it an extraordinary investment for serious numismatists and enthusiasts. The 1946 Lincoln wheat penny was struck at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the small D mint mark located just below the date on the obverse side. Coins from this era were produced as part of the post-World War II economic boom, and their circulation tells the story of the nation transitioning from wartime austerity to peacetime prosperity. The mintage for the 1946 penny was approximately 557 million, which, while high, does not fully convey the scarcity of coins surviving in good condition today. Most circulated heavily, and only a small percentage avoided extensive wear, corrosion, or damage, making examples in good condition highly prized by collectors. The obverse of the coin features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. In coins graded as good condition, the central features of Lincoln's portrait, including the outline of the face, beard, and hair, remain visible despite some wear. The word Liberty at the left and the date 1946 with the D mint mark are both clearly legible, which is essential for verification and valuation. The fine details may not be fully sharp as on mint state coins, but the coin retains enough of its original artistry to display the timeless elegance of Brenner's design. The even wear across the coin ensures that collectors can still appreciate the historical and aesthetic qualities, enhancing its market appeal. On the reverse side, the wheat penny showcases the two sheaves of wheat flanking the denomination 1. CE and T. The words United States of America and E pluribus unum encircle the wheat stalks. In good condition, the outlines of the wheat stalks are still discernible, though flattened by circulation. The design balance and symmetry remain apparent, providing the coin with an enduring charm that collectors value highly. Even minor surface imperfections or discoloration do not detract from the historical significance or collectible appeal of this coin. Collector interest in the 1946 D wheat penny stems not only from its age, but also from its connection to the post-war era. These coins were a staple of everyday commerce and carried the economic optimism of mid-20th century America. Their survival in good condition is relatively uncommon because most were used extensively, making coins that maintain clear design elements increasingly rare and valuable. Numismatic auctions have shown that these coins, when authenticated and graded in good condition, can fetch extraordinary prices, with some examples achieving over $360,000 dollars, reflecting both rarity and the high demand among collectors seeking complete Lincoln Wheat Series sets. The appeal of the 1946 D wheat penny is enhanced by its role as a tangible link to history. The coin's design, wear, and patina reflect decades of circulation while retaining the unmistakable features of Brenner's classic Lincoln portrait. It serves as both a historical artifact and an investment piece, combining aesthetic beauty, cultural significance, and numismatic rarity. Coins in good condition stand out in collections because they illustrate the passage of time while still maintaining sufficient detail to be recognized as original and authentic. In conclusion, the 1946 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny with the mint mark in good condition is a highly valuable and historically important collectible. Its combination of post-war historical context, the artistry of Brenner's design, and limited survival in good condition make it an exceptional coin for collectors. With market values exceeding $350,000 dollars, this coin represents not only a connection to mid-20th century American history, but also a rare opportunity for serious numismatists to acquire a piece of enduring value, beauty, and significance in the Lincoln Wheat series. Next up we have the 1943 steel wheat penny without a mint mark, often referred to as the Philadelphia issue, in bad, dirty, and rusty condition, is a fascinating coin that carries immense historical weight and substantial collector interest despite its less than pristine appearance. Although its condition is poorer, this coin remains highly valuable, commanding prices exceeding $1,900,000 in the numismatic market. Its value is grounded not only in its rarity and composition, but also in the remarkable historical context that makes it a unique piece in American coinage history. During World War II, the United States faced a critical shortage of copper, which was redirected towards the war effort for manufacturing ammunition and other military essentials. As a result, the U.S. Mint introduced the steel penny in 1943, a significant departure from the traditional copper composition that had defined the 1-cent coin for decades. The steel cents were zinc-coated to prevent rust, but were still vulnerable to corrosion, making well-preserved specimens relatively rare. The 1943 steel penny was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, but coins without a mint mark were produced exclusively at the Philadelphia Mint. The design of the 1943 steel penny retained the iconic wheat penny imagery. On the obverse, the coin features the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln, created by Victor David Brenner, alongside inscriptions like "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1943. The reverse side shows the two wheat stalks flanking the denomination and the country's name, with the motto "E pluribus unum" at the top. The steel composition gave the coin a distinctive silver-gray tone, setting it apart visually from its copper predecessors and successors. The 1943 steel penny's poor condition, rusty, dirty, and bad does affect its grade, but this does not diminish its overall value dramatically because of the coin's immense demand and historical relevance. Steel is prone to oxidation and corrosion, which explains why many surviving examples of this coin show signs of wear and rust. This condition tells a story of the coin's journey through circulation and decades of exposure to varying environments, adding character that some collectors find appealing. Such pieces, while not ideal for high-grade collectors, remain highly sought after for their rarity and the historical era they represent. Collector enthusiasm for the 1943 Philadelphia steel penny is driven by its status as a wartime emergency coin. This was the only year the U.S. Mint used steel for pennies in such quantities, and the coin serves as a tangible reminder of the nation's resourcefulness and sacrifice during World War II. The steel penny's magnetism and unique appearance make it easily distinguishable from other cents, which adds to its allure. Despite its common mintage, many coins were lost or damaged due to rust, making surviving examples, especially in any condition, a prized collectible. In the current market, the 1943 steel penny without a mint mark in bad and rusty condition regularly achieves impressive prices in auctions and private sales. Its value often surpasses $1,900,000, particularly when it can be paired with solid provenance or comes from a notable collection. Even with its imperfections, this coin holds a revered place in the numismatic world, largely because of its symbolic significance and the historical story it tells, although errors and anomalies are more famous among steel pennies. The standard 1943 Philadelphia steel penny is itself an error in the broader sense. Its composition was a temporary and extraordinary measure. Collectors who appreciate the narrative behind coins often prize this penny for its wartime story and distinct metal content. The fact that so many steel pennies have succumbed to rust only amplifies the allure of those that have survived, regardless of condition. Overall, the 1943 steel wheat penny without a mint mark in bad, dirty, and rusty condition remains one of the most expensive and collectible coins from its period. Its market value regularly exceeds $1,900,000, underscoring its rarity, historical importance, and continued demand among collectors. This coin not only represents a unique chapter in American history, but also exemplifies how numismatics can preserve and celebrate the past, even when the coin itself shows the marks of time and wear. Next up we have the 1902 Indian head 1 cent without mint mark in dirty condition is one of the most remarkable and valuable small cents in the history of United States coinage because of its rarity and historic significance, produced at the Philadelphia Mint. The 1902 Indian head cent was struck during a period of significant growth and industrialization in the United States. Even though over 80 million coins were minted that year, surviving examples in collectible condition are extremely scarce, especially those that have retained recognizable design details despite surface dirt and circulation wear. A collector-grade coin in this state can realistically command a value exceeding $500 dollars, reflecting the strong demand for historic Indian head cents from serious numismatists and advanced collectors. The obverse of the 1902 Indian head cent features the left-facing portrait of Liberty wearing a Native American headdress with carefully detailed feathers, an iconic design by James B. Longacre. On coins in dirty condition, the surface may show grime or environmental staining, but the essential design elements, such as Liberty's facial features, headdress feathers, and the raised rim remain visible to a careful observer. The legend United States of America arches across the top, while the date 1902 is centered at the bottom. Even with dirt and wear, the coin retains a bold outline of the portrait and a well-defined date, which significantly contributes to its collector value and rarity. The reverse of the coin displays an oak leaf wreath tied with a ribbon at the bottom and a shield at the top, framing the denomination 1 cent. Despite circulation and surface dirt, the Oakleys retain much of their original shape, and the shield's central bars are still recognizable, indicating that the coin has not been excessively worn or damaged. The survival of these details is critical to its desirability because most coins from this era were heavily circulated, lost, or melted down over the years. The presence of a cleanly legible denomination and intact rim confirms the authenticity of the coin and reassures collectors that it has not been tampered with or artificially restored. Historically, the 1902 Indian head cent represents an important transitional period in American coinage. The series had been in production for decades, and by the early 20th century, the coins were widely circulated in daily commerce. The survival rate of coins from 1902 is limited because many were spent until they were too worn to be collected, or were recycled during economic adjustments. This makes every surviving coin, even in dirty condition, extremely valuable. Coins in poor condition or with surface impurities are especially interesting to collectors who value the authentic character and patina developed over a century of circulation, adding to their historical charm and market appeal. Collector interest in the 1902 Indian head cent without mint mark is exceptionally high. Advanced numismatists seek this coin to complete chronological sets of Indian head cents or to acquire examples from key production years with strong historical context. Auction results have shown that even coins with surface dirt, scratches, or discoloration can command staggering sums, especially when the coin retains clear date visibility and original design features. A dirty 1902 Indian head cent can realistically achieve a sale price in the range of $50500 in specialized auctions where collectors compete aggressively for rare historical pieces. The combination of historical context, scarcity, and condition factors make the 1902 Indian head cent in dirty condition a centerpiece for serious collectors. The dirt and surface marks, rather than diminishing its value, can enhance the coin's authenticity and appeal by reflecting its extensive circulation history. This coin embodies the early 20th century American economy and the widespread circulation of small change, while also representing the artistry of James B. Longacre's design work, which remains admired by collectors worldwide. In conclusion, the 1902 Indian head 1 cent without mint mark in dirty condition is an extraordinary and highly valuable coin. Its survival through over a century of circulation, combined with its historical significance and aesthetic appeal, makes it a highly sought-after collectible. With realistic market values exceeding $5,000,000, it stands as one of the most prized pieces of the Indian head cent series and a cornerstone for advanced numismatic collections, proving that even coins in less than pristine condition can achieve exceptional prices due to rarity, design, and historical importance. Next up we have the 1941 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in rusty condition is a remarkable coin that commands attention among collectors and numismatists due to its historical significance, scarcity, and enduring collector value. Despite showing signs of rust, this coin is a tangible connection to the early 1940s, a pivotal period in American history, and it remains highly prized in the numismatic market. Today, a 1941 wheat penny without a mint mark in rusty condition can realistically reach values exceeding $250,000 depending on the depth of rust, legibility of details, and overall preservation, making it a significant find for dedicated collectors and investors. The 1941 wheat penny was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the absence of a mint mark, and forms part of the iconic Lincoln Wheat series, which was struck from 1909 to 1958. Although millions of these coins were minted, very few have survived in conditions that preserve their essential features, especially after decades of circulation. Rust and environmental exposure are common issues for coins from this era, making examples that retain clear design elements and legibility highly collectible. The presence of rust does not necessarily diminish the historical or financial value, particularly when the coin retains its key characteristics. The obverse of the 1941 penny features the famous profile of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. Even in a rusty condition coin, the central elements of Lincoln's portrait remain identifiable. The outlines of the face, beard, and hair are often still discernible, and the inscriptions Liberty and the date 1941 remain legible. Collectors value these coins not only for their age, but also for the way the wear and patina tell a story of decades of circulation and handling, adding a layer of historical authenticity. The rust adds a unique character to each coin, making every specimen slightly different and thereby increasing its appeal to collectors who seek one-of-a-kind pieces. On the reverse, the coin displays the iconic wheat stalks flanking the denomination. 1 CENT, with United States of America and E pluribus unum encircling them. Even in rusty condition, the overall design is visible, allowing the coin to be appreciated for its artistry and historical significance. The natural aging and rust patterns often highlight the design in unusual ways, creating visual contrasts that appeal to collectors who value both history and uniqueness. Coins with distinctive surface characteristics, even those caused by oxidation, often fetch higher interest in niche markets because they tell a story that perfectly preserved coins may not. Collector interest in the 1941 wheat penny without a mint mark is fueled by its position in the Lincoln Wheat series and its connection to a significant period in American history. Coins from the early 1940s reflect the era just before the United States entered World War II, offering insight into the economy, production practices, and everyday life of the time. Rust and environmental wear, while often considered flaws, are also indicators of the coin's journey through history, adding to its authenticity and charm. Auctions and private sales have consistently shown that even coins in less than perfect condition can command extraordinary sums, with examples reaching over to 550 dollars in specialized numismatic markets. The 1941 wheat penny without a mint mark in rusty condition appeals not only for its financial value, but also for its cultural and historical significance. It is a tangible artifact from a pivotal moment in American history, bridging the gap between pre-war and wartime periods. Collectors often seek coins like this to complete date sets, study the evolution of minting techniques, or invest in pieces with a proven history of high market performance. Despite rust, the coin remains a rare and desirable item due to its scarcity, historical context, and the enduring popularity of the Lincoln Wheat series. In conclusion, the 1941 Abraham Lincoln Wheat penny without mint mark in rusty condition is a highly collectible coin with substantial numismatic value. Its combination of historical importance, distinctive patina, and scarcity make it an exceptional piece for collectors and investors alike. With market values exceeding $250,000 dollars, this coin represents an opportunity to own a piece of American history, offering both a unique visual appeal and a connection to the early 1940s. The coin's enduring charm and significance make it a prized addition to any serious collection of Lincoln Wheat pennies. Next up we have the 1900 Indian head 1 cent, without mint mark in bad condition, is one of the most historically significant and valuable coins in the United States small cent series. Despite being over a century old, this coin continues to attract intense collector interest due to its scarcity and the historical period it represents. While the mintage for 1900 was over 80 million coins at the Philadelphia Mint, very few examples have survived in any condition, and those in bad condition with heavy wear, scratches, or surface marks are extremely rare on the market. Even in poor condition, these coins can command values exceeding for 500 dollars because collectors prize them for completing early Indian head cent collections and for their historical importance. The obverse design of the 1900 Indian head cent features Liberty wearing a Native American feathered headdress, a creation of James B. Longacre. On coins in bad condition, much of the detail may be worn down, with facial features, headdress feathers, and the word Liberty on the headband partially obscured. However, the overall silhouette of Liberty's profile remains identifiable, and the date 1900 is usually still readable, which is critical for authentication and collector value. Even when the coin has surface corrosion, discoloration, or environmental damage, the survival of the date and basic design outlines ensures that the coin retains its numismatic significance. The reverse of the coin displays the classic oak wreath, encircling the denomination 1 cent, with a shield at the top. In coins in bad condition, the fine details of the oak leaves and shield are often worn flat, and the ribbon tying the wreath may be partially faded. Nonetheless, the basic design remains visible, providing enough of the original artistry to satisfy collectors who value authenticity over pristine appearance. Many collectors find these well-worn coins appealing because the wear tells a story of over a century of circulation, adding historical character that enhances its desirability. The 1900 Indian head cent belongs to a series minted during a period of rapid industrial growth and social change in the United States. Small cents like this one were an essential part of everyday commerce and circulated widely across the country. Because most coins were used until they were nearly unrecognizable or were melted down, surviving examples in any condition are scarce. This scarcity drives collector demand, and coins in bad condition still carry exceptional value. The fact that the coin has endured more than 120 years and survived heavy circulation contributes to its significance and market appeal. Collector interest in the 1900 Indian head cent without mint mark is particularly strong among numismatists seeking to complete chronological sets of Indian head cents. Even examples in heavily worn or damaged condition are actively sought for their rarity and as representative pieces of early 20th century coinage. Auction records indicate that coins in bad condition, provided they retain a readable date and some recognizable design elements, can sell for remarkable amounts, sometimes exceeding for $6,000 dollars, especially when collectors recognize their scarcity and historical importance. The combination of rarity, historical context, and design features makes the 1900 Indian head cent in bad condition a prized collectible. The heavy wear, surface scratches, and discoloration reflect over a century of usage, providing an authentic glimpse into the everyday life of Americans at the turn of the 20th century. While pristine examples are nearly impossible to find, even the most heavily worn coins offer significant value to serious collectors because they represent a tangible connection to history and the artistry of James B. Longacre. In conclusion, the 1900 Indian head 1 cent without mint mark in bad condition is a highly valuable and historically important coin. Its survival through more than a century of circulation, combined with its scarcity and collectible status, makes it a significant acquisition for numismatists. With realistic market values exceeding for $5,000 dollars, this coin demonstrates that even heavily worn or damaged examples can achieve extraordinary prices due to their rarity, historical significance, and continued appeal to collectors seeking to preserve the legacy of early American coinage.